Ferrari's new power unit is a marked improvement from 2016, and they'll be looking to regain the Constructors' Championship this year, which is their last one.
Hello everybody and welcome back to F1 TS Hub. We are here for another Friday night, our first Friday night in June of racing, and this is of course the Podium tier at 7 PM. So welcome aboard everyone and welcome back to the commentary box. Sean, 2 nights in a row for you.
Yeah, it's a little bit different right now, but I'm looking forward again to maybe some good race tonight from Podium.
Yeah, so my 14 guys here tonight, and we were just talking, it's a close championship up at the top at the moment.
Yes, we got like Yuki in first with Emphasis like just having the same points as him, and George is like with 2 points behind, so it is like a 3-way split for the title right now at the moment.
Yeah, definitely, and we've got congratulations to AOR Gizmo, of course, who's just had announced some news. So congratulations to him. And we had Rex in the driver's press conference this week, yesterday on Media Day, so he faced a tough question, but he'll be looking for a good result here today to prove the critics wrong.
Indeed. As I think boys coming up from the second sector, we almost starting with the flying lap in this time a sunny Melbourne.
Yeah, no rain here so far tonight, and I wonder whether we'll have any when the race comes. But for this qualifying session, 10 minutes left already, and we've got all drivers out on a lap, either on their out lap or on a qualifying lap. What sort of times do you think we should be expecting from this Podium tier here tonight in qualifying? Oh, Maverick's binned it.
Maverick. Oh, he's binned it. Turn 13. He has lost no wheel. Wow. That is like quite impacting.
Yeah, that's
really
yeah, it looks to me like maybe he's kind of gone from one side of the track to the other side and then back to this side again and hit it square on. So his qualifying session's over before it even started.
Yeah, but he can start on which tire again, so yeah, I think he has to play it now pretty smart right now, and hopefully he can get maybe some big points.
Yes, definitely. He'll have a free set of tyres to choose from, and he'll watch the rest of this session from his garage, whilst his fellow 13 rivals head out and try and go as quickly as they can. Everyone on the Ultrasoft, by the way, so far in this session, so that's an indication they're all looking to start on the quickest tyre.
Indeed, as we have a yellow sector 1 that's split out, that's spun off with a style of AOR Gizmo. I don't know what happened there between them.
Yeah, he's just recovering now, so he'll wait for cars to go through, and then he'll continue on doing a 15-point turn. The Ferrari has to, I reckon, slow down there, as they're all coming past this section now. So yellow and then green flags as he gets underway again. Joel pops in, quickest lap so far.
I think that's pretty decent, I think, for the Podium guys. So let's see who come. Jordan just 10 slower, and Emphasis breaking the 20 pieces.
Spider Atlas is up and running as Reflow pops in the quickest time. He's had 2 pole positions so far and scored his first podium last week. Sean did Reflow. He's 30 points, sitting 30 points off the championship so far, but I have a feeling before the end of the season he could be involved in that championship fight if he carries this on.
Indeed, if he can have like some pretty good results over the next coming races, and the rivals like Joe and Lucky don't get like what they want, and oh, he disconnects. I think he has assist.
Hopefully he'll be able to get back in. Where is he at the moment? He hasn't actually set a lap time, so he leads the championship at the moment. He'll be looking to quickly get back in this session.
Yeah, hopefully he can make it. As Rusto is still coming up to the second sector to come to his flying lap. I think he invalidated something like that because he crossed over the line and didn't set a lap time.
He must have invalidated or cut corner here. It isn't hard to do here.
It is really hard to do it, especially turn 12, 13. Like if you were steering a little bit too and Jared very close to be in 23s.
23.0 at the moment. Second covers the top 6. Tejuar, of course, welcome back to him in the podium tier. He scored his pole position, maiden pole position, his first race to F1 TS Hub here in season 10, I believe. So he's a man who knows what it's like to start on the front row.
Yes, as I think everyone is coming out to this outlet. I think nobody's really set a lap. I think nobody is right now.
Yep, so Tejuar coming back into the pits. Is anyone on a flying lap? No, Greenfin's on an in lap. So is Hursto. Dan's car has is up. He's 3 seconds. He's in the first sector actually. So he's just beginning another quick lap. But I don't know if he's going to have enough fuel. It's showing just a lap left. But will he be able to run rich the entire time?
I think even with Richmond, I think it's going to be very to complete the lap. But let's see what he can do. He's already like a second up on that time. But,
yeah, he must have made a mistake.
I think so. I think he went maybe 1 lap too long. But if you go with the lowest fuel possible with 5 kilos, then yeah, it's really impossible like to do 2 laps.
We'll have to wait and see whether he comes in. As he gets on the grass there, that's a corner which often catches a few drivers out. The exit of turn 12. Look, he's rejoined the session. So our championship leader back in this fight here tonight.
Yeah, hopefully we can maybe join the action quickly and maybe just set him at that time. I think the 2 laps would be impossible, I think. But if you can select one good lap, yeah, and Benz is coming to the pace, obviously.
So yeah, correct decision there. Get a fresh set of tyres. We know he can improve a lot from that time. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how far he can move up the grid.
As Joe is coming out of this right now.
Warming those tyres up.
Yeah, and he's got 4 laps of fuel. So
he'll be doing 2 quick laps for sure. He'll have plenty of time to do those.
Yeah, you're gonna have maybe more tyre wear, but that's the company he has to face it. But let's see. And Spidwell is also coming out of his pit box.
Yeah, Joe's gonna start a quick lap in a second as he comes down the start-finish straight. Often, if someone's exiting the pits here at turn 1, it can be a bit distracting. But Joe's got a clear track in front of him as he heads down onto what is turn 3, the second DRS straight of the lap. Heavy braking zone here.
Right in the 100-meter board, and we have yellow sector 1. Oh, that's Greenfin. How did he spot there? That's turn 3.
Wing damage as well.
Yeah, how? He must have like just not even braking.
Yeah, he went so far off. The only other thing I can think is he touched the grass during braking, but usually that would spin your car a certain direction rather than straight on. So perhaps some sort of brake problem there for Greenfin.
I think so as well. So I think this is qualifying basically. Come back to this and we change it, then fresh tires. It's like very possible to use.
Yeah, definitely. He'll have to try and complete a lap with that wing damage, or that's his qualifying session over. Joe, meanwhile, last couple of corners, Sean. This looked a pretty tidy lap from what I've seen of it as he exits the final corner. I'll run on board with him. DRS is open nice and early. Good exit. Straightens the car up as he heads towards the line. What's this going to be? He improves.
He's going to take it easy right now. But I think he's going to do a little bit of outlet. And he retires.
So, only wants to do 1 lap perhaps. Perhaps that was the best he could do, you know, and thought, I'm going to save the tyres for the race.
I think so, yeah, but he has like lots of fuel, so you could maybe on this like just save the tyres, and like at the end of the section, just like bang like maybe another 4.
Yeah, definitely, I agree. That's perhaps what I would have done, but Joe feeling that decision is what he needed to do here tonight. We have just under 2 minutes left in this session.
Ryzard is coming towards the final couple of corners to complete his lap.
He's up as well.
Yeah, and sector
Oh, Reflow.
Let's see.
Reflow's retired from the session. Razor doesn't improve, he lost it. So what's happened to Reflow? He's binned it. Reflow's binned it. Look, I said the exit at turn 12 can often catch you out, and he's found himself with a wheel missing and facing the wrong way. So Reflow out of this one.
Yeah, as Lucky is already starting with left time right now, so what can he do about it since he disconnected pretty early in the session? Going towards the final couple of corners. Can he get a good exit amount here? And a pretty good exit, let's see. Can he be in the 22s? Yes he can, 22.6. Good lap time by him.
Yeah, very good lap time by Lukey. Epitix as well improves into 4th position. They'll both have another crack at this one. Spider Atlas is on a good lap too. He's up on his previous time.
Wise as well, just a 10 off in sector 2, so let's see what the Dutchman can do in the Red Bull. And Tajir coming towards the straight, he goes 6.
Stowe's binned it. What's happened there?
I think
that turn? Yeah, again, yeah. So
everyone just touched the walls there, and then
you're such a high-speed corner that you know the walls are. This isn't like some normal. Oh, someone else's big Gizmo just behind him.
Jeez. I think he just had to avoid. I think the car of Russell. I think, but somehow I think he saved it like that.
Yeah, no wing damage.
No, and Primeval has been tied as well.
Razor's out of fuel.
Well, yeah. So looks like everyone is retiring right now.
Emphatix is in the last sector. What can he do in this Force India? This will be his last attempt. 4th at the moment. He sits level on Lukey in the championship with 55 points. He exits the final corner. It looks nice and tidy so far as he heads towards the line. No, not enough. Half attempt down. What can Jorit do?
Oh, he's still on the left here. Oh wait, he's in rich mix at the moment, so... And he's on board on the left hand, I think. I saw just like... false
Yep.
So there you have that. The top 7 is covered by a second.
Yep, Tejro's coming into the pits. So he's another one abandoning his lap. Perhaps too many mistakes here by some of these drivers in the closing stages of this qualifying session.
They have, yeah, I think, and lots of drivers like crawling out at turn 30, so it's a very tricky corner. If you just touch a little bit of the grass and can't control it, yeah, then it's just basically just race over.
Yeah, it definitely is. Well, bit of an anticlimax to this qualifying session, but nevertheless, Razor's going to cross the line. He's out of fuel, and you have to say disappointing qualifying session for Razor in 9th position at the moment.
Yeah, he could have been like in 22.5 as well, but I think he invalidated his lap time. So he could have been around like at the place where Tejura is in 7th. He'd still be better than 9th place. So really disappointing, but if you can get like 2 points or more, then he's already above Alan in the standings. So I think you don't have to worry about that much.
So it looks definitely to me like Lukey will be happy with that one. He stops on pole position. That is his second career pole at F1 TS Hub, 2nd this season. He's a man that he wants his championship. He won it in season 9, so he knows how. And in round 5, he'll be starting in pole position to extend that lead.
Yeah, and well, Empathy is in 4th place, so Empathy has a lot of work to do if he maybe wants to closing on Lukey in this race, but well, Joe is in 3rd, so the top 3 guys just in the top 5 in qualifying, so it should be very interesting for the race.
Definitely is. We're just going to change some audio settings to see whether we can improve the sound of the stream. So just bear with us whilst we try that.
I thought it was me again. That was too low.
Was it too low?
I think for mine not.
Alrighty, Lukey takes pole position here in round 5. Jorrit lines up alongside him. Jor starts in 3rd position. Epitic in 4th. Reflow in 5th. Spider Atlas in 6th. Tejuar in 7th. Rex in 8th. Razor in 9th. Dance Car rounds out the top 10. AR Gizmo will start in 11th. From 11th down, it'll be free tire selection. Greenfin starts 12th. Hersto 13th. And Maverick 14th, setting no time after crashing on early in the session. So 14 drivers. Australia always puts on a good show. We're about to go racing here in Melbourne. Formation lap to get things started, and it looks like a dry one to me, Sean.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be a dry race, but don't celebrate too early because you maybe never know who's gonna win during mid-race.
Yeah, exactly. Australia, it can often be a mixed condition race, but we'll have to wait and see whether this one turns that way. Rex is the first man to click ready. He knows his tyre strategy, he knows his fuel loads that he wants in that Williams, and he's raring to go.
Yeah, so I think we are looking just for the one stop, just a lot of guys from the ultras to the softs. But I think, knowing these guys, I think they are going for the 2 stops. A couple, I think.
I reckon you could be right there, Sean.
So let's see.
Awesome. So we'll let's have a quick look and see who's starting on what tyre. We can see that wow, so the top 10. Yeah, top 10 as they qualified.
And Maverick, Greenfin and AR are all on softs except for Hersto. He's starting on the super softs.
Hersto, I think, starting on a good choice there. The only driver to start on those supers. You could one-stop that nice if he's able to get a clean first couple of laps and settle into the groove of things. But don't count your chickens before they hatch, as some say. It can the grass here in Australia, either side of the track, can often catch drivers out, as we saw. So, you think heavy fuel? Do you think someone will play victim to that turn 12 here in the race?
I think we have a few. I think you have to legit have to brake there a little bit in those corners, because you just holding off the gas pedal, you're already going a little bit wide there, and then the chance is really high if you go to the grass and maybe spin out.
If you see a GSQ, by the way, it's just from the formation lap, not from the race.
As I just scrolling down, Amphitheater has lots of fuel in his car, 5.31 laps of fuel, so he can just really push just to maybe get to Lucky for the championship. Whereas everyone else is about between 1 or 2 laps of fuel.
So perhaps playing the long game. As Lukey leads the field round, some will be waiting at the starting grid for him. Let's get the telemetry set up so that we can see the highest and biggest faller in terms of positions when we get underway. Jorrit, that's a good qualifying for him, you know. 2nd place at the moment. Out-qualified his more experienced teammate Greenfin, so starting on the front row. Not the easiest place to overtake here into turn 1, but we'll see what these drivers can do. It's a short run down to the first corner.
Indeed, so if you have a little bit bad start, it is not too much of a problem, but it can hinder you.
Alrighty, hello to everyone watching. This is F1 TS Hub, the podium tier, round 5 in Australia, and the 5 red lights are out, and Lukey's got a decent start. Jorrit looks to have got a decent start too. The Williams is the only driver who looks like he might be able to get a jump here, but we'll have to see into the braking zone. 3 wide, bit dangerous there, someone on the grass. The Williams in the wall already. Epitix is having on the grass, avoiding action. He's having to slow down so he can get back on safely.
Greenfin is into the wall as well. I think he's going to retire. He tried to put in the wall, but Epitix, the biggest loser right now with almost 10 positions lost and a broken front wing.
And Greenfin's retired from the session, so he's gone straight on at turn number 3. So I don't know what happened there, but he's out of this race. Lukey under attack from the Ferrari now for the lead. He has to go defensive, and this is going to compromise his run now.
So Teju can maybe come back And Prime Road is still there in the sights. Still have yellows in sector 1, but I think it's just still from Greenfin.
See whether they all make through safely and sound through that turn 12. We know it's dangerous. Tejra up to third, by the way, so he's running in a podium position. Jorik gets a bit of a tank slapper there, and now under attack from Tejwar. Safety car, so... And there's wing damage there for Tejwar as they all slowed down for the safety car. Jorik gets a penalty for collision with that, so... Tejwar coming into the pits. Surely he's going to fit a harder compound and try and take it as far as we can. So a genuine safety car here, Sean. No one's left the session.
No, I think it's still for the crash. I think we're Greenfin at once. You know, maybe some debris on the track.
Yeah, perhaps.
So, hopefully, even though no one has left the session, that we don't have the safety car that is going out every 3 laps.
Yeah, definitely. This podium tier would be 3 races in a row if they had that. But we'll keep fingers crossed, because genuinely Greenfin's the host, so we won't leave the session. So we can only think that, you know, that is a genuine safety car here in Australia.
I think so. So let's hope for that. As this everyone has, the guys Flo has pitted for ultra softs. Pretty interesting. Well, the rest of the guys as Clash has on the soft. So, but I think the guys like Emphatic's, they are gonna have to do 1 extra stop, because like more than 24 laps, if the safety car comes in on the set of softs, this is really impossible.
Got to remember that Jorik has that 5-second penalty, so whenever he pits, he will have to serve it. I think he just slowed down too much there when he saw the safety car come out. Tejra was so close, he just had no time to react.
Yeah. So I just seen the race right there, like 3 guys who are having a stop go. There's Tejra, Jorik, and Flows. Also have time penalties. So it's gonna be interesting.
Tejra might have served his in the pits, as might have Reflow. They've both come in, so they might have already had to serve those. We won't be able to see that. So looks Hersto and Maverick looking like they want to swap positions at the moment. Hersto slowing down and letting Maverick, and just letting Maverick through, I believe. So perhaps there was something there which the game was saying needed to be done, and they've done that pretty cleanly to me. Lukey, he's under pressure here, but he dealt with what was a tricky start there for him. I didn't see what happened to Joel though, down in 9th position, as Razor comes into the pits.
And Razor coming to the pits.
No wing damage.
Going instead of soup, it's really weird to see right now. He's gonna stay on the safety car, and Flawless has a stop go, another stop go penalty. Wait.
Collision with Tejwar. They're not near each other on track, it doesn't look like to me. It looks like he's a couple cars ahead, but Reflow does have wing damage, so perhaps he's slammed into the back of him.
He did it again. Yeah, he did it again. I think. Yeah. Okay then.
So thank you, just pointed out on the stream that if anyone did have a penalty, Sean, they wouldn't have been able to serve it at the end of that lap, because you can't serve it under a safety car. So thank you for pointing that one out. Greenfin will be watching this race, I'm sure disappointed, but his teammates in second, so Ferrari are still looking like they could score some decent points here tonight.
Yes indeed, if George can just keep it out of trouble, he can maybe challenge for first, but if he can get second, it will be a very good result for Ferrari.
He definitely will. Safety car, of course, is turned on for F1 TS Hub. We had a survey that went out to all 60 of our drivers earlier in the week, as Lukey gets ever so close to the safety car. They basically were given the option, Sean, whether they wanted safety car on and off, and the majority vote, safety cars coming in this lap. The majority vote was the winner, and the drivers chose by a larger majority that safety cars should be on. So there you have it. Hello to everyone watching. We're going to get underway again here in Australia for round 5 of the podium tier. Lukey's going to slow back the field up. Let's see, has Razor yet? Everyone's caught up, so we are about to go racing.
Lukey really wants to start instantly, but I think he can't. Now we can.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think he's got the best exit.
Yeah.
And look at this, Rex versus AR Gizmo for 3rd place at the moment as they head down to turn 1.
Gizmo's...
Yeah, Rex brakes late enough. Gizmo doesn't have the best exit now. He's under attack from the Renault.
There's an accident down in the back of the field, I think Joy's now up to 7. They're in the background.
Reflow pitted, I believe, at the end of that lap. So he's having wing change. He's putting the super softs on. He's going to fall well down the order.
Yeah. As George is coming really close to Lucky, going down the inside. And I think there's contact. And he lost his front wing, George. And Frankfurt is now leading the...
Crazy stuff. I just caught the end of it as Lucky was spinning around. What happened, Sean?
I think George just went down the inside. I think he braked very late, and I think Lucky didn't expect that. So he just turned around. And because he didn't ghost it, George has come toward the back of him. So they both have front wing damage.
Yeah, Jorrit gets a poor exit here. Is he going to be under attack? Yellow flags in sector 3. What's happened there now? Spider Atlas is in the wall. That's the beginning of that sequence of corners there. He'll spin it round and get going again. Luki's now positioned into 11th place. So all happening here in Australia. Look at the bunch up of cars as they come on to start the next lap.
Obviously, so now Gizmo is going to be in 2nd place, and he gained just 9 positions out of that with this crazy hectic start right now. So.
And Rex leading by 2 seconds in the moment, so I'm sure he'll be nervous in that Williams. He's not led a race like this before on merit, so we'll see what he's made of. As the comes down the inside. Yeah, that was a good move.
I think so as well, but I don't know if from that Denza has broken the front wing as well. But I don't know if that's from his move. But Joshua is really close to him. But he better things of it. But it was anyway a good move from Josh, and he's back to his starting position.
Lukey's in the pits. I'm sure that one will be going to the steward's office over the weekend.
I think so, yeah.
So Joel, he had a poor start. He's now up to 3rd. His championship rivals are on the lower end of the points, are out of the points altogether. So Tejwa all over the back of Dan's car at the moment, who's doing a good job in 4th. Stayed out of trouble, and as they touch the grass, they've got to be careful. Tejwa's got a good exit, and there he goes through. Job done.
Yeah. Very good exit there, and 4th place, so yeah, good start by him.
Razor and Emphatix now battling, goes down the inside. Razor moves up a position. He's on the quicker tyre, of course, but that was a good move there.
Yeah, smooth and clean, so he really just wants to push forward right now and just gain some time on what he had lost.
Dan's car in the pits.
Sure. Everyone's going to the pits right now. Yeah, well, yeah, but Dan's car had a going from him.
Yep, wing damage. So
DRS is now enabled. So gonna see a couple of drivers using it to maybe to overtake.
Razor all over the back of Hursto now in the Haas. What's he going to do? Is he going to sling it down the inside? No, thinks better of it. We're seeing some good moves here by some of these drivers tonight, Sean.
Yeah, just very good. Some were hard, but still fair at the same time. So only good to see as Maverick gets a pretty poor exit, I think. On my screen he has a broken front wing as well on the left-hand plate.
Yeah.
Go that quick to his corners, but Riser down the outside of Hursto. Hursto brakes very early, and Riser is up to 6th place. But he gets a poor exit, and he blocks Emphatix in the process. So it's all happening here right now.
Yeah, let's definitely. Hursto under attack. Razor goes very deep into that corner, and Hursto goes wide. Emphatix is going to get the run. Maverick's made a mistake as well, so could this be a double place game? This is about to be 3 wide. This isn't going to end well. Oh, Emphatix goes around the outside of both of them.
Yeah. I gave it a lot about it, and I thought I feared the worst with 3 wide going there, but they all 3 guys kept it clean, so only good to see.
Look at Tejwar on the back of, down the inside.
And cleaning around the inside, what can Joe do? He also has DRS, so maybe he can provide it. Let's see. He's gonna make a dive bomb. No, better things of it, but
Joe knows this opportunity that he has right now with his championship rivals down the order. He needs to be careful, pick these guys off And oh, as he gets ever so close to the grass there, throws a few leaves up in the air.
Yeah. Normally in that corner you catch it right, and Luki goes 26.6. But he's like a long way behind, so he has to do a lot of work right now to have like a damage limitation race.
Rex, might I add, the only driver on those ultra soft tyres at the moment. So let's just have a quick look and we can see who's pitted. So AR, Gizmo, Rex, Maverick and Hurst are the only drivers not to pit. We can see that Reflow's made 2 stops already.
Yes, as Tejwa is coming really close now to the back of Feinfeld. So maybe he's gonna feel the nerves right now that he's now under attack. First time leading, so you just need to keep it cool. Don't make any silly things. He gets a pretty poor exit, so what can he do about it against... I think he's just gonna let him bypass with him. Ooh, that was close, but still that's the lead for now.
That was good there from Rex. He kept his nerve. He said, "You can try and go down the inside. I will stick to my braking point." Of course, the ideal racing line is where Rex positioned his car. And if you can nail your exit, and you'll be fine heading into turn 3. So Rex so far showing us, he was in the driver's press conference, and he's showing us exactly what he's made of so far.
Yeah, just very good defending. So hopefully he can keep it on that. As he gets a poor exit there. Gets a poor exit. Jazz Rock coming down the inside, and unfortunately he just now losing the lead.
Oh no, back
down the outside. Ooh. That would be a very, very beautiful overtake if he went down the outside and then
He seems to be good on the brakes, but just maybe a little tentative on the throttle exit of corners. Now he's under attack from the 2 guys behind, AR, Gizmo and Joel, who still hasn't passed the Salva driver. So Tejwar is going to let them battle. Joel looking inside, outside. Gizmo covers him off middle of the track and can't get past at the moment.
No, maybe he can get a move here. I think not, but oh wait, I thought he had the joy. Oh, and Clive goes to the pits, so I think he's going for a 2-stop.
Yep, I think that's that's not a bad move from Rex. He's taken those tires 8 laps, and obviously he's coming in for a new set of boots. In the pit lane are the Williams crew.
Yeah, Blindfold goes on a set of super, so we're going for the 2-stop, maybe pitting later for the ultra, so he's going to be very quick towards the end of the race, so you still need to watch an eye on him as he comes out just way ahead of Jorrit in 9th place.
You can see that Hursto Maverick, since we left them when they were racing with Emphatix, they haven't left the back of each other, so they're obviously evenly paced around here in Australia. This could be a race-long battle between these two.
Yeah, as no, doesn't really look right now. We're still on Maverick.
Reflow's making a charge as well in 12th position. Luki's just about catching him up as well. A couple seconds off the pace at the moment. He needs to score points here today. He can't let what happened get into his head. He needs to keep his cool, keep that car on the track, and just stay steady.
Yeah, as George coming again really close to the back of AOR Gizmo. What can he do? Down the inside goes. And I think he just cut the grass there. That compromised exit and rises all over the back of the Dutchman.
Yeah, look at Maverick and Hursto. They're going side by side. Hursto goes off the track. No, that was just a little bit of lag. So he is actually still ahead of the Renault driver at the moment.
As George coming again, closing down really close on AOR Gizmo, but I think he doesn't have the straight line speed. I think
that really Salva does though. That Salva has some good low straight line speed by the looks of things.
But he's also in stand mixer as well. Oh, down the outside.
He's trying everywhere, isn't he? Everywhere possible to try and get past that Salva. He feels he's being held up. Tejwar's look, 4-second lead. He's got to be careful here, Joel. Needs to pick his moment, make it right, make it count, as they say. 3-second time penalty for Luki.
Just attempt again. Wise up, what can he do? He's going again for the move, but
he's compromising his exit.
Really just the second time I think he does that. What can Racer do? Does he have the balls to go down the inside in turn 12? No, he thinks better of it. By him.
I think if that was yeah, gets a poor exit.
This time George can get it. I think he gone to the grass again. He goes down the inside, a little bit of contact.
Wheeled.
He's still keeping the space, yeah.
Razor doesn't have anywhere to go. He had such a better exit, but there's nothing he could do with it. He's going to try to go around the outside of Gizmo. He goes down the inside of Jaw.
That is very, very rough, very aggressive.
Is he going to let Jaw back through? I think he is.
Yeah, he lets go. But Rice is already come there, and Emphatix is going to think gaining on all of those two. 3 right into the first corner. Ewa Gizmo lets it right now. And he has a burger front thing as well with that move, by going from there.
That was, he obviously just got, a little bit excited on the brakes, didn't want to lose both of the positions, and just a bit late on the brakes, but fair play to him, he did give up the position. So that's what we want to see, rather than in the steward's office after the race.
Yeah, I think Joe can maybe live with that. I think he doesn't like the fact that he will push right by Ewa Gizmo, but now he gets the position back. I think it should be all done and dusted, I think. And
look at the lead Tezwar's got as well, Sean, through all that battling that those 2nd, 3rd and 4th drivers were doing, and Emphatix as well in the party. Look at Lukey as well, he's struggling to get past Reflow at the moment. They're both quick drivers, so you would say that could be a race-long battle. Hello to everyone watching. This is F1 TS Hub, this is a Podium tier, live every Friday night at 7 PM, putting on a show here for you guys. And as we head in lap 11 at the moment, we can see that Tezwar is leading this race, Razor in 2nd, Jor in 3rd, Emphatix in 4th, Ewa Gizmo up to 5th position as Reflow gets a penalty. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that like button on YouTube, and of course you can follow us across Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. You can also use the discount code F1TSHub on Clutch Gaming and Boss Boxes, so head over to their Twitter for more information about that, and to use our code to get a discount there.
Russo has a stop go penalty speeding in the pit lane. That's going to really compromise his race again.
Reflow, by the way, he was going down the inside of Hursto there, and it was just a bit tight. He got on the grass, kind of half slid his car. He hit the entry to the pit lane wall with his wing, but he didn't get any damage from it. It made a crunching sound.
I think he's just very lucky. I think that the damage system of Codemasters has worked in his favor, I think, and then not having a broken front wing, so he is very lucky by that.
Just to point out as well, so Lukey goes wide. Reflow's coming back down the inside of him, and perhaps Lukey is just showing a bit of frustration here.
Yeah, he's going back to the inside, compromising his one, and Flo has definitely got the position back. As I think almost everyone stopped except for Gizmo and Maverick, who all started on the soft, so they will maybe come to the pits in the next 3 laps or so, but maybe doing a fresh set of super soft to the end.
Maverick doing a good race here, by the way, Sean, in 6th position, He's, you have to say, the top 5 have all been battling it out, and he's just been sitting in 6th and just kind of going steady, and, 6th would be a good points haul for him. I believe his highest finish if he was to finish the race there. Long way to go, though, only lap 13 out of 29. And Sean, it looks like to me we actually had a working safety car here in Australia.
Yeah, finally a safety car that's working properly instead of coming out every 3 laps, so that's just only good to see, because I think sometimes we'll be very frustrated as well if there's a safety car every 3 laps in this race. So the drivers are really lucky today, if I'm honest.
We'll have to take a look. Spider Atlas is catching him up, so Spider Atlas also doing a good job in 7th at the moment, just pumping in the lap times.
Yeah, as he comes pretty close to Maverick, as the most gaining position is still Maverick, 8 positions, and still the biggest loser right now is Luke. He lost 11 positions, losing it from the lead.
Starting in pole. Yeah, so Joret, the other driver who's involved in that, sitting in 9th. I mean, the gaps aren't too big when you look at it. They're only a couple seconds to each driver. except for Hursto and Tejwar, who obviously Tejwar has a bigger lead and Hursto has a bigger gap to close. But other than that, they're not really more than a couple of seconds, are they? So Lukey should look at that and think that he hasn't got too far to go. The drivers ahead, just keep pushing, don't give up.
Yeah, as we saw, I think a couple of races back, I think with Joe as well in Canada, even though with the safety and everything, he didn't give up and still had like that podium. As Spiderwell's trying to go for the move on Maverick, but that didn't work. So he has to wait, has a little bit more patient, and maybe he can get the 6th place from Maverick.
Well, looks down the inside. No, there's contact.
There's contact.
No wing damage from Maverick, but that's frustrating to say the least. That move was never really on there, I didn't feel.
No, I think, yeah, Maverick already closed the door, I think, and then he went already down the inside, so a little bit opportunistic, but...
Does he have wing damage from that? Yeah, he's got wing damage.
Is it from wing damage? Yeah, Spider has not.
Yeah, Spider Atlas has a little bit, I think, on the left, and he's being caught now by Rex, who's in 7th position after his late pit stop.
Yeah. And he got also like a penalty, I think, from that. I think he wanted to avoid the collision with those two, so I think, if I saw it correctly, so pretty unlucky by him, but he's got DRS, so hopefully he can close up. And no, I think so
just to let you know that the Pinnacle tier will be going live soon at 8 o'clock to start their race in Australia. So best of luck to all the drivers taking part in that. We are on lap 15 out of 29, so halfway through now, Sean, and you have to say Tejwar's looking pretty up there.
Yeah, he hasn't really gained like that much of advantage right now at the moment, but still the gap is still 7.1 seconds, so he's not really pushing right now, but he's not really like slowing down. He's still doing his thing. So, and I think he has to pit again, so he maybe will come down in the next 2 laps and maybe do his final pit stop of the race.
Yeah, definitely. So, Tejwar, of course, remember he was in 3rd, he got that wing damage under the safety car. As Williams has hit the wall there.
Yeah.
Doesn't appear to have damage, but he's under attack now from Jorit.
Luckily that's one thing that normally like the walls are pretty close there, so it's pretty easy like to touch that wall there.
Yeah, it definitely is. In order to get the best exit, you need to hug that wall, almost scrape your outside wall of the tire against it.
Yeah, as Danska has his first penalty of the race. But Jorit is already going at the back of Pineville. What can he do? But Pineville also got DRS from Spiral, so...
Danska's under attack.
Wide. He's going wide there. Let's give Jorit the opportunity to go on the outside and cleanly pass him. Or maybe try to come back. He will.
Jorit gives him room. Gives him room there,
yeah.
But he couldn't do it on the brakes. Just like, Reflow got past Dan's car finally. So now Lukey's turn to try and catch up and get through. So Lukey, outside of the points at the moment, we said, didn't we? He's got to keep his head down and keep concentrated here tonight.
Yeah. So let's see. I think he has to pit almost soon as well because he was on the start of the soft tires at the beginning. So let's see what he can do about it. But he still has to push like a long way. But it's the halfway to the race, so he needs to start making up some grounds to then score in 10th place.
Yeah, just Razor comes into the pits now, so he's had enough of those tires. You have to say, you think the best strategy would pit the super soft now and take him to the end of the race?
Yeah, that's the safe option. We saw in the practice race with Julian. No, it was with Charles. He went to this ultra soft with 12 laps. And you just saw that like in the later phases of the race, he was just struggling. So
and Predicts in too.
Yeah, he's going changing front wing as well and
supers.
Getting also supers. So just a great choice by those two. Like playing safe.
They're going to have the best undercut, aren't they, of all the drivers at the moment with lap 17 out of 29. But Tejerai doesn't look like he's feel too pressured. He moved down from the pinnacle tier, missed a few races, so he's not really...
Lucky is out.
What's happened?
Lucky is out. I think he touched the grass there.
That's turn 1, isn't it?
Yeah, how do you lose their wheel there? He must have really up there. So the championship leader is just out of the race on lap 17.
Wow, the Mercedes team scoring no points today with Jonas not racing.
Yeah.
And we'll have a new championship leader as long as one of the guys within close proximity can keep the car on the road here tonight. Lucky out of this race.
Yeah. Very interesting. I just caught it there, and yeah, just went in that wall. I think just maybe lost the car, tried to correct it. I think, and then just lost it, and then all she goes.
Razart now coming out the pits, and he's attacking Rex. As Rex is the 2 Williams actually, Reflow and Rex, so he needs to be careful because this undercut, he needs to make it work here.
Yeah, as Ewa is going to the pits from his soft tires, so I reckon he's going for a set of supers as well.
Reflow in as well.
So we're gonna keep an eye on him. What tires are gonna put on? Gizmo is on a set of supers, and Densko is also in as well. Close is also on the super, so, and he's now serving his stop go. So
yep.
He's gonna lose some time.
So look at this, you got Emphatix all over the back of Maverick now as well, who Maverick's still on those soft tires, I believe. Yeah, he hasn't stopped yet, so he's taken him a long way, doing a good job is Maverick. You know, he had that contact, but that wasn't his fault, and you have to say, had he not had that, he'd still be sitting in perhaps 6th, 7th place.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna coming this lap, and I think he is maybe gonna put the ultra soft tires, then it's like 10 laps till the end of the race, so it is a possibility that he's gonna do it, but he's really on a gun attack by Emphatix, going down the inside on much faster tires, and he has almost contact there.
Maverick holds it on the outside, brakes late, doesn't get the best exit. Emphatix with the fresher grip, fresher tyre is going to go down the inside. Surely that's job done. Yep, pulls in. And Tejerai's in the pit from the lead, by the way. So Jaw is serving a penalty as well.
Yeah, they all had like a stop go, and he's going for a set of supers. So maybe Jaw can provide that. Just pushing like mad right now, and then just spinning this lap, and to maybe put on a set of supers as well. I think the rest didn't as well.
So you can see, yeah, look at Razart. So Razart's just behind at the moment.
I thought I was really close with Razart.
Because of that penalty that Tejerai had, it means Razart, look, he's only 2.3 seconds off the net win. And Jaw, it'd be interesting to see what he can do from first position. Surely he's going to have to pit again, isn't he?
Yeah, he has to pit again, but he also has to watch out for his fuel. It's just like 0.18 laps of fuel, so he really needs to watch out for that.
You can see that, look at that, Maverick's in the pits from those soft tyres, so he's on a fresh set of supers. Everyone liking these super set tyres to take him to the end of the race.
I think they're all going to go with the safest route, but maybe not Jaw, I think. I mean, the Ultra Softs can last 9 laps, but it's a tricky one, as Jordan has a time penalty, so he's really pushing like mad right now.
Jaw's in from the lead of the race. 20 seconds.
I don't think he had like a stop go, so... And look, he left... Yeah, he's quite...
Yeah, he's qualified. I think that Jaw's gonna... Perhaps he's gonna fit the Ultras here. No, he's got...
Yeah.
Or is he... No, yeah, Ultra Soft. So he's gonna be the driver to push it to the limit.
Yeah, I mean, it is possible to do it, but there goes Jorrit.
Tejerai goes through too.
Yeah. Why is that taking the fast lap? 26.3. But 5th place.
Razor's all over the back of Spider Atlas now, so Tejerai has been let through by his teammate, you have to say. And Razor now trying to go round the outside. Wow, that was a good move.
Very good move for him. Very good move, clean, braked very late and paid off, and he's on to the podium right now. As Tejerai is closing down also on Jorrit, and George already back at the field, so with those ultra softs and the field pretty close, he can push like mad right now to gain that second position, to gain that first place.
He's done it. He went round the outside. Jort's going to have a look, come back at him, but you have to say Tejwar has the extra grip on that new set of boots. Will Jorrit come into the pits? Will Spider come into the pits? They're the only two we're waiting to find out whether they will or not. Jor, meanwhile, is closing right up to the back of Spider Atlas on those fresh set of ultra soft tires. He's going to be, you would say, the quickest of Tejwar, Razor and himself, but if I had put any money on it, it'd be between those three for the lead of this race and the win of this race here tonight.
He's just on the back, and Denskar is Spider's going right there, and he's going to the pits right now. So he's gonna go on instead of Ilfus.
There's no Spider in two, Jorrit in two, yes. So Rex as well. So all three drivers deciding they want a set of ultras to take them to the end. You would say.
Yeah. So Tejwar leading them still with seconds, and Jor closing down like mad.
This is so exciting, Sean. Any of the top three can win this race.
From the looks of it, Flo is setting the front 25.2, so he is. And wait, that was close with Flo and Jorrit, but still good. Coming out of 9th place.
Look at this battle behind Hursto. You've got Dan's car, who's recently pitted. You got Reflow, you got Jorrit and Spider, Atlas and Rex all just come out the pits as well. They're going to be pushing on their ultra soft tires, and Hursto, poor guy, is going to be under attack. Only driver on the soft tire now.
Down the inside goes Dan's car, but he can't make it. So I think he just really gonna try to hold on these tires, but I think that's not really a good option if I'm honest. So there goes the Ferrari of Flows, 3 right there. And Hursto just getting out of the way there.
Yeah, gets absolutely murked, but
it was expected with those old tires he has. It was expected, so yeah. My opinion is like, yeah.
Jorrit roll over the back of Dan's car at the moment. Jor also 4 tenths behind Razor, so you have to say, is Razor able to close that gap to Tejwar? If not, Jor's going to be the man who looks most likely to take the fight to him. We'll ride on board as they head down into turn 3. Jor sinks it down the inside. Razor gives him room, and he's going to get the job done here. Yeah, gives him room on the next corner, but wow, well done.
A bit of wheel bang, but still fair racing, so all good. And he's really want to close the gap down to Tejwar, who I think also had to get a time penalty, and Jor hasn't. So it's going to be very interesting for this last 7 laps as Flo's passing by Dan's car.
Yeah, Jorrit got the job done as well on into turn 1, and for Flo gets the job done into turn 3. So Dan's car losing a couple positions there. Not the best couple of laps for Hursto and Dan's car, but nevertheless they're still both in the points. Rex is the driver outside, as is Maverick at the moment.
Yeah, Maverick who pitted, I think the earliest of all of those drivers, but it didn't really pay off for him, as he's still in 12th place, 8 seconds behind Feinfeld, so not really the best of nights. And Weiser has come to the grass there, so he lost some time. And
not as comfortable on those super soft tires as you know.
Joe is not really closing down on Tejwar, even with the official, so I think Tejwar has like lots of pace in this super soft stint.
Yeah, he looks comfortable, does Tejwar. He's always gone well at this track. Meanwhile, Rex gets into the points.
Hursto has put into the was in the sand, in the gravel. So Feinfeld in the points as Dan's car, and they have contact. There's contact there.
Big contact. Big contact.
I just called it, but they went side by side, and I think, and then like they went into the wall there, so they both have front wing damage. Feinfeld up to 8, and yeah, Dan's car missed his break point again.
Disappointing for those two to end the race like that, you know.
But yeah, very, and Dan's car retired, so
he's had enough. Yeah, down to 11. Maverick just outside the points. Hursto in the points. Spider Atlas is still going. He's got wing damage. Under attack now, perhaps from Hursto. And yeah, Dan's car says, "See you later." I wonder if that will go to the steward's office.
Yeah, as just George closing down a little bit right now, and takes Robert and Huster has passed to develop this, and he's spun up.
Yeah, off the track. He needs to come back to the pits. Fresh set of boots, front wing change, and he'll continue on. Looks like Maverick's gonna get back in the points here.
Yeah, and he also got DRS for this. So he can maybe push down a little bit, yeah. As Floss is coming down to Jorrit, he's away from him. We have 3 pit stops, the only guy who has 3 pit stops in this race.
So Jorrit on those ultra soft tyres, Reflow within DRS. The gap has closed to second in the last couple laps between Jorrit and Tejwar, so perhaps Jorrit just starting to settle in now and
Yeah.
starting to put the hammer time. He doesn't have too many laps left. Lap 24 out of 29, 2.8 seconds. So maybe Tejwar feeling the pressure, sweating a little bit.
But also both drivers have to watch it on the fuel. 0.3 laps of fuel by Tejwar and just only 0.1 laps of fuel by George. So he really needs to watch out with his fuel as well. As Vlos gets a time penalty. And he's really closing on the back of Jorrit. Jorrit also with the fastest lap, just 25.260, so he's really going for it and chasing down.
.7 between the top two. Empatix as well sitting in 4th, so he's had a good recovery, and if he stays there, he'll be taking this championship lead. Here are Gizmo as well. He'll in his second race, F1 TSL, of course a race premium driver, in 5th at the moment, and we can see that 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th are all race premium drivers, so doing well up there are those boys.
As we're going down the inside floors. Whoa. Completely missed Josh's braking point, and I think he broke Jorrit's stumbling. Let's get in position go through, but Jorrit has really got, yeah, his really race now gonna be compromised.
Good battle between these two here.
Yeah. As Jorrit goes down the gap to 2.3, so he's really closing in that gap. As Vlos, yeah, Jorrit onto the gravel. So down the inside goes Vlos, and he just he runs a little bit wide there, and
he's in the wall. Yeah, he's in the wall. Touch the grass.
Even enough space.
Yeah. He got the throttle on, we're on the grass, and that's what happens. Rex comes through. Rex is just coming through, picking up the pieces here, and Evertix gets a penalty. So 2 seconds now, the gap between the top two. We are lap 26 out of 29. Is this going to be a showdown between 1st and 2nd place for the win? Can Razor pick up the pieces, or is he going to score another podium? He's being closed in now by Emphatix as well. So it's all happening. Gizmo under attack from Reflow. This is for 5th position.
And he gets the position. And
keeps it for now, yeah.
Right now, with the 1 stop, so he's still going, I think, with those tires. So good job by him. Flows retired, holy sh...
He's been there, he's been there. He's obviously got on the exit, touched the grass, gone to the inside wall, then back to the outside, and you're just pretty much a sitting duck when that happens.
Oh, yeah. He was in a pretty decent position, but really unfortunate for the guy.
Yes, that is him out of the race. He was having a good comeback, but that means Spider Atlas will be back in the points once he passes the stricken Williams. And it has to be said, the safety car has worked an absolute treat here tonight, Sean. It's really put this race into perspective, and you know, well done to all the drivers who voted to obviously keep it on, because it just shows you when it does work, it can really spice up the racing. 2 seconds between the top two. Tejwar is a couple of laps away from his first ever win at F1 TS Hub. Who's your money on, Jor or Tejwar? No bias here, of course, just an honest opinion.
Yeah, I think Tejwar is also, he pitted early for the super soft stint, and Joe later, but Joe is on the quicker tire, but his tires are going to be off faster than Chua, so it's going to be tied up, but I think Chua has the better legs on him, if I'm honest. Just, he has a bigger lead, but the gap is now closer to 1.7, so I don't know, it can be very interesting those last 2 laps.
Hursto was lagging there, and it appears that Jora, I don't know whether he lost his front wing. Did he lose his front wing on from the previous incident where the Ferrari went into the wall? If so, he Jora it. If so, he didn't come into the pit, the Ferrari driver, but Hursto was lagging all over the place there, so that was, he was stopped on track on the start-finish straight. He appears to be okay now, with Maverick chasing him down, but yeah, oh look, 1.6 seconds between the top 2, and I feel that's a battle we're going to have to switch over and focus on. Lap 28 out of 29, Tejwar begins. Can he keep it together?
Yeah, but look at the fuel of George, just 0.05 laps of fuel, so I think he can't push, I think, just as right now, and he is in the minus fuel, so he really needs to save fuel. Well, Tejwar has the better legs with the fuel, so I think Tejwar is gonna get this, and Emphatic picks up another time penalty, but it doesn't really matter for him too much, because he has a very big lead over Gizmo.
Yes, definitely. Razor, he hasn't really been able to do anything in this final stint, has he? He pitted for those supers. You thought he was going to get the best undercut, set the fastest lap, and then just kind of switched off.
Yeah, but Emphatic's closing down the gap slowly. He has still lots of fuel left. But yeah, the win, I think, Tejwar, I think he still got this in the bag, I think. If Joe like really like trying to save fuel, he can't go, I think, rich mix too often, so as we go, Tejwar going to the finish line. We start lap 29 out of 29, the final lap of this race.
Just to point out, Sean, that if Tejwar wins this race, that'll be 5 different winners in this podium tier from the first 5 races. So that's absolutely crazy, and just shows you how competitive this tier is. Of course, if you want to sign up to F1 TS Hub, we do have a waiting list in operation. You can check that out on our website, www.f1tshub.com. You can also use the code at F1 TS Hub across our sponsors, Boss Boxes and Clint's Gaming. And here we are, final lap of this podium tier race, round 5 in Australia. Tejwar leading the way ahead of Joe and Razor.
Yeah, as Joe is saving fuel right now, he is back on fuel, but I think it's too late right now. So I think Joe got this in the Tejwar got this in the back and going for his first win in TSL. So he drove a good race, gained some position, stayed out of trouble, and yeah, just keeping his head down. I think not making any penalties, I think, and yeah, I think for me a well-deserved win.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, he had that incident on the safety car earlier on, but that proved to be his making here tonight. As he comes round the last couple of corners, he's going to be a happy boy, is Tejwar, and he is going to make it 5 different winners from the first 5 races in the podium tier. Congratulations, Tejwar, you are a winner at F1 TS Hub. Joe crosses the line. I believe he'll take the championship lead. Will Joe? Razor comes along. Yeah, so Razor will come along to take 3rd, and yeah, definitely as well, the Red Bull driver on the podium again. Emphatix coming round in the last sector, and you have to say he could have perhaps taken a bit more advantage here today, but nevertheless 4th place, 12 points in the bag.
Yeah, and just taking 2nd place still, but Joe's gonna lead this race. But yeah, just still a good job, even though he was unlucky, but good job by him. And
we're just
crossing the line at 5th.
Yep, congratulations to Gizmo. Hursto's going to take 7th, so that's a decent result. That's his highest finish here this season, F1 TSL Hursto. Maverick's going to come home in 8th on that one-stop strategy, so he did make that work. 7th.
Yeah,
penalty. Yeah. Jorit driving home with no front wing, so that must be awful around Australia.
I saw in the background, yeah, it was a second 3, but I couldn't catch who that was, but it was for Jorit. And there goes split it out of this 1 point. So there you have it. The top 10 for this podium tier race.
Yeah, definitely. 5 different winners from the first 5 rounds. You can't really ride a better championship at the moment, can you?
No, just still we have 5 different races, just in 5 races. Just we almost recreated in 2012 season, so it's only good as Tesla coming onto the podium to grab his first ever win.
Champagne, a little bit of taste of champagne. I'm gonna be straight off after this commentary. Not champagne for myself, but just to have a drink. Of course, the Pinnacle tier is live at the moment. That's the 8 PM middle tier. They are live on our YouTube channel, so head over and watch that one. We'll just give you confirmation. Tejwar takes the win. Joel takes 2nd. Razart takes 3rd. Emphatix takes 4th. Gizmo takes 5th. 6th for Rex. 7th for Maverick. 8th for Hersto. Jorik comes home in 9th. 10th position is for Spider Atlas. Then I believe that was Reflow in 11th. He DNF'd. Yeah. You've also got Dan's Car in 12th DNF, Lukey in 13th, and Greenfin in 14th, all DRF. Well done to Spider, well done to Maverick, also well done to Joran Razart. No penalties for those guys. So all in all, a good night of racing here at the podium tier. Don't you agree, Sean?
I can very much agree. We have the safety car. It changed everything, and by that we have got a new winner. And yeah, and now things spice up in the championship by this. So overall, a very good race for the podium, boys.
There you have it. We're going to end this one here. As I said, the Pinnacle race is live now on our YouTube channel. The Prestige race where Sean will be participating later on tonight will be live at 9 PM. You can catch myself and Alan in action for commentary on that one. Thank you to everyone watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook and social media. We'll be back next week for the podium tier at 7 PM. Thank you and good night.